So it's going to be interesting to see what happens to Imran Khan. So tomorrow, Imran Khan is going to start one of potentially many trials. This one is for insulting a judge, I believe, and then he has some others for insulting police and holding illicit rallies throughout the country that were all anti-government, anti-military in nature, which is a big no-no. So what's the background in this? So Imran Khan was given the boot from his prime ministership in April, and due to the fact that he ran the economy in the ground, which quite frankly wasn't great to begin with, and it hasn't really recovered all that much. I mean, their foreign currency reserves as of June were 1.4 months, but they've recently got cash injections from both the IMF and then Qatar, UAE, Saudi, and China. So they're in a little better space than that, but not by much. Additionally, Imran Khan insulted the military top brass, which is a big no-no, as the military run Pakistan, and he spread a ton of conspiracy theories about the United States, which again, the top brass in the Pakistani military hate this. As well, why do they hate this? So the U.S. has been funding Pakistan's military for decades despite countless atrocities and bad behavior. So we stuck by them through the 1971 Bangladesh genocide, which Pakistan was in charge of. They killed 3 million people, targeting specifically engineers, bankers, politicians, teachers, professors, scientists, businessmen, everyone you need to run an effective political and civil society. The Pakistan funded the Taliban. They also, or another red flag was that Osama bin Laden was found in the city of Abbottabad, which is near ISI headquarters, which ISI is Pakistan CIA. So that'd be the equivalent of bin Laden being found in, say, Arlington, Virginia, near the Pentagon. Seems a little fishy to me, but the Pakistan military loves that the U.S. has been funding them despite all this, and they don't want the money train to stop. So Imran was effectively tossed out. And ever since then, he's just been on a political populist rampage, holding all sorts of anti-government, anti-U.S., anti-military rallies, to the fact that the Prime Minister, Sharif, the Prime Minister after Imran, he made such illegal, and that's actually one of the charges against Imran that could effectively get him either thrown in prison or disbarred. So all of this could lead to potential unrest and violence. So this anti-American sentiment, it's really caught on like wildfire. Imran Khan has been great at marketing it to the population at large. So if he is disbarred or thrown in jail, this could really just set off unrest and violence throughout Pakistan. And this is exacerbated by other issues. So for one, there's been biblical-style flooding these last several weeks. In fact, the country has received equivalent about 6 times the 30-year average, which is huge. I mean, over 1 million homes have been wiped out. And just the infrastructure, which is shoddy to begin with and can barely just stand on its own, regardless of weather, definitely can't handle the amount of torrential rains they've been experiencing. So people are infuriated by that, as millions are now effectively homeless. On top of this, you have outrage from the economy. And the economy, I think I mentioned earlier, has just been terrible. There's lots of people that are unemployed. Most people cannot afford items such as like bread that has gone up 45%. So this, on top of the political issues, it could really just be a catalyst for an implosion of civil and political society within Pakistan. So it'll be interesting to see if Imran gets either disbarred or thrown in the slammer. So I want to hear from you. Do you like this type of material that I'm giving? Should I make it longer? Should I make it shorter? Please give me your feedback because I'm genuinely curious.